Okay, Grove City College, we're going to get started with Coach. After leading the conference in rushing defense and ranking second in the league in scoring defense and total defense last season, the Wolverines are returning 8 defensive starters, including all 4 senior starting linebackers. Coach, what's it like to have such an experienced group back on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, every area of our program comes down to 3 components: vision, process, love. What's the vision you're pursuing? What's the process to get there? What's your role in love? Now, it took us a couple years, but a couple years into this, we started to see, okay, this is what a Grove City College defense needs to look like, and committed to that vision. It really came together last year. Number 2 total defense, number 2 scoring defense, ranked nationally in multiple statistics. And you mentioned the 4 linebackers. We have 4 four-year starting linebackers back: Parker Kilgore, Curtis Fryermuth, Ryan Fleming, Nick Grabiak. So what is it like? I'd just say it's really exciting, because we don't just have a defensive staff that knows what we need to do and why we need to do it. We have players who are bought into what we need to do and why we need to do it that way. And we believe that's key for us to continue the success we showed last season.
Let's flip to offense a little bit. With the graduation of Grove City's all-time leading passer, Josh East, consensus All-America wide receiver, Cody Gustafson, the Wolverines have a couple notable vacancies to fill on offense. Who are some candidates to help fill these voids?
Logan Pfeiffer was our backup quarterback last year as a freshman. He got to sit behind a 4-year starter and learn our offense, which has had a lot of success. And anyone who's seen him throw a football, he opened a lot of eyes. He can throw a football, but the thing about Logan is he likes to spread that football around. And that is the key with the second part of your question. We graduate an All-American who this group twice recognized as the most outstanding football player and offensive football player in this conference. In 2019, we lost an All-American running back, and as a staff, we said, we are not going to put that load on one young man. We're going to take that and divide it among 2 to 3 guys. And with it, we came back this year and, again, had a top 2 rushing offense, no drop-off in the rushing attack. So that's the approach we're taking. Cody was exceptional, but we're going to take what we asked him to do and say, we're not asking one man to do that. We had 3 sophomore starting receivers last year: Scott Frazier, Ryan Heckathorn, Nick Gustafson. All are 6'3" or bigger, and some young guys behind them. And we say, okay, we're going to have to take what we've done in the past to have no drop-off, divide it equally among all of you, a quarterback who can distribute it to each of you. And those are the guys we're looking to carry on a very strong passing attack and strong offense.
Let's talk Vinnie Lapree, Coach. What does Vinnie mean to the offensive line, and what does he mean to your football program as a whole?
Our vision is 4 components: spiritually, to glorify God; socially, to build lasting relationships; mentally, to earn a degree; physically, compete for PAC championships. Physically, 2-time first-team all-conference player. That's what Vinnie is, and was an all-region player last season. When I look at academically, he was CASIDA Academic All-District, 3.6 GPA at Grove City in exercise science. Socially, works with student life and learning to impact the campus as a whole, and our team voted him as captain, which shows you it's socially. And then spiritually, when I stand in front of our team and we talk about how fullness of joy, peace that surpasses understanding, and freedom will never be found in football. It's only found in the Lord and in your faith. And we tell our guys, look, don't derive fulfillment from football, bring it to football. Well, when I have a guy who can bench press 225 pounds more times than I can count, fully engaged in that front row, bought into all 4 of those components, I would just say we are very fortunate, and it's a blessing to have him as a leader of our football program.
Coach, my last question for you. What are the keys this season for the Wolverines to contend for and ultimately win the PAC title?
Well, 25 wins the last 3 fall seasons, 3 straight 8 or more win seasons, 3 straight bowl championships. You don't have that consistent level of success over a 3-year run without a lot of guys who get it right. And what I mean by get it right, do your job within the specific unit vision. What we noticed is we've had a few guys that I would say they don't just get it right, really. They never get it wrong. And what I mean by that, we put the film on, and there's not one play where they're not doing their job within the unit vision. So we believe if we can get more and more guys, as we take that same offensive vision, defensive vision, special teams vision, if we can get more guys, not just to get it right, but to never get it wrong, that's the path we're going to take to try to take this next step in a very, very competitive conference.
Coach, thank you. Vinnie, a few questions for you, my friend.
Sounds good.
Entering the 2022 season, you are the most experienced offensive lineman in the Grove City lineup. What does it mean to have the yoke of leadership up front?
I'd say I'm a very proud leader. You know, when I came in my freshman year, I had very, very good examples of leadership. You know, I look at guys like Sal Spinoza, Matt Villers, Jeff Matthews, you know, all conference guys who just set a good example. And as a leader, that's what I try and do. I try and set an example for all the other offensive linemen. And I'd say I do a pretty good job of that, you know, considering we have a pretty good offensive line in this conference as well as just outstanding guys in general. You know, we look top to bottom, like all across the depth chart, you know, every single one of our offensive linemen, outstanding guys, all of them. So.
In 2021, Coach talked a little bit about this. You earned all-region recognition, as well as COSIDA Academic All-District Honors. What does it mean to earn those honors that recognized your on-field play along with your academic accomplishments?
I'd say especially as an offensive lineman, accolades like that don't come without team success. If I don't have 21 other guys in the field with me, you know, offense and defense doing their job, I don't get any accolades like that. That being said, I'm still very proud of those accolades, especially the academic ones. You know, that kind of stuff's much more important to me than football. You know, it's going to take me through the rest of my life, hopefully. And then with football, you know, very proud of that too as well. You know, really shows my hard work the last 8 years of my life.
Vinnie, what's it mean to you to be a team captain this year?
I'm proud, very proud of that. You know, I talked about how the offensive line is just, you know, a group of outstanding guys, and the same goes for the team. You know, pretty much every guy on the team, just class act dudes, all of them. You know, I enjoy spending time with every single person every single day I go to practice. And to be recognized by my peers as a leader, you know, I'm very proud of it.
Vinnie, last question for you. Tell us about your goals for 2022.
Me and Coach Gio talked about this in the offseason, and I'd say when it comes to like my individual goals, it's very similar to team goals. We're a good football team. You know, we've been in the top half of the conference the last 3-4 years, and I'm a good football player, I'd say. And as a team and as a player, I'm trying to take that jump from good to great. You know, so we haven't won a conference yet, and that's the biggest goal. You know, as an individual, as a team, I want to win a PAC championship. Now, as an individual, yeah, like something like, you know, continuing to be first team All-PAC, All-Region, possibly All-American. That's my goal individually. But none of that happens if I don't have, you know, everyone else on my team supporting me and helping us compete for our vision.
Vinnie, thank you. Great job. Thanks. Grove City will open its season Saturday, September 3rd at home against Juniata College. Grove City.